My name is Allison Jumper, and I'm the Director of Parks, Natural Resources, and Cultural Affairs. I'm so excited to be here today to get this project going. It's been a long time coming. There are tons and tons of people here who have made this happen today. So I am not going to belabor any words. I'm going to hand it directly to the mayor so we can get going. So, Mayor Molly Ron.
Thank you so much, Allison and Ted, and I want to recognize our city council members that are here. I see Councilperson Moore and Stafford and Bunch and Berna. And am I leaving I hope I'm not leaving somebody out. Do we have, either way, thank you so much to council for being here and for city staff and to the Underwood family. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today, especially with such great weather. So let's hope it stays like this for a while. We are kicking off construction on the first phase of Underwood Community Park. That's a clap line. Approximately 38 acres for Underwood Park has been so generously donated to the city by the Underwood family back in 2019. And then another 27 acres are available for use through a no-cost lease also given by the family, and that is such a gift to our community. This site, many people may not know, has an important history, as it was home to higher education, starting with the Far West Seminary and then the Ozark Institute in the 1800s. From 1958 through 2015, the property was used for recreation as the Razorback Golf Course. It is exciting that this is Fayetteville's 5th community park. It is much needed in this part of our city as a place for people to convene, to recreate, and to enjoy nature. The park will offer a variety of both passive and active recreation opportunities once it's complete. The park will be constructed in phases, and I'm going to let Ted tell you all a little bit more about that. But phase 1 will have a new natural playground with zip lines. When I first read that, I had to make sure they weren't teasing me because I know that sounds so fun and how exciting. A tree deck, a log balance bars, and a giant woven nest. Other park elements in phase 1 include pickleball courts, a basketball court, pavilions, a restroom building, and of course, parking. Future phases will include disc golf, creek play access, a dog park, fishing piers, kayak, paddleboard access, a bird watching area, a hammock pole area, and a lake deck. So you can understand why we talk about this as being the next gem for the city of Fayetteville. This is all made possible by the generous donation of the Underwood family and activated through the 2019 voter-approved bond initiative. Thank you so much to the Fayetteville voters who recognize that parks like this are great opportunities and benefits to our community. And now, Ted, I'd like to invite you to come up and speak a little bit more about the park.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, it's a gorgeous morning to start this off. So I've been coming to this park, I guess now for about 5 years. First time I came was with Craig, and we rode around in his truck looking at the site, and I was just like, wow, this is such a fantastic place. There was so many different kind of micro environments. There was birds everywhere. We were seeing all kinds of things. And then there's other history. There's great natural history, but one of the things we noticed up on the top, Craig showed me, was this old spring house, and it was part of that old college seminary that the mayor was talking to you about. Some of the historians say that if we hadn't had that, we may not have ended up with the U of A here in Arkansas. It was part of what we kind of built our case for, to have the U of A. But the spring house is still there. So about 181 years ago, there was a construction project started up on the hill just up here to build that. And when we stopped and we were looking at it, the spring's still coming out of the little spring house. And when I looked down in it, I was really surprised. There was hundreds of golf balls going down through the street. So when Legacy is working on the construction of this thing, I'm pretty sure they're going to uncover quite a few golf balls along the way. But the team that we have today, we hired Ecological Design Group, and you can kind of figure why we might have hired them with that name. They are the team that worked on the master planning and designing and the construction documents. And so Martin Smith's not here, but he leads that team along with Tanner, Bram, Caitlin, Caleb Posey, Joyner, Dotson, Reva Meeks, and Shannon Norman. So thank y'all for all y'all's hard work on this project. And then the new kids on the block are Legacy Construction. They won the construction bid for this project. It was $3,628,000 project for this first phase. The first phase, like the mayor said, basically about half of the money is going to infrastructure, getting what we need, utilities in, the roads in, the parking in, and so forth. But that work will probably take almost a year to do. So this time next year, we'll be hopefully doing a ribbon cutting and looking forward to that. The future phases, of course, the park goes down the greenway this way. There's 2 ponds over on the south. And then there's a big pond up here where the spring house is, and that'll be in future phases. That's a future deal that'll take a while, but we'll get there. But anyway, one last shout out to I don't know if Ben Hinbest is here. He's really been involved in the history and interpreting all that into the site. So we're looking forward to doing that in the future as we go forward. But with that, I'd love for Craig could come up and say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Appreciate it. I'm happy I have 2 of my sons here. I've got Laura, my wife, and then we have 3 boys. One couldn't make it, but my oldest son, Kyle, is here. He drove up from Waco. And my youngest son, Brent, is here as well to help be here for the day. But we are so thrilled to be just a small part of what's going on with this park. And a lot of the inspiration for this came from Gully Park. And we lived over on Wynwood, which we first had Kyle and starting our family, and just 4 or 5 blocks down the street was where Gully Park was. And that's where Kyle learned to ride his bike, and where Brent dug with the little crawfish in the creek. And all those were inspirations for us to want to help be able to have a park like this on the west side. So we're thrilled. And it's funny, I'd forgotten Ted to mention about the drive when he first saw the property, and completely forgot about that. But as he was talking about it, it brought back memories of he was giddy with excitement as he was talking about all the things, all the possibilities that could be here. So we are just thrilled to be a part of it. And Laura?
Just thank y'all for being here to celebrate with us. And thank you for Allison and Ted for really having the inspiration and the perseverance, I would say, to work hard to get this done. It's been a few years, hasn't it? But we've met with Ted and Allison over the past years, just kind of dreaming what this park could be. So I'm excited to see what Legacy does, Legacy Construction does. And when we were developing all the things that y'all were talking about that we could have, it's so exciting. So we are ready to break ground. Let me tell you, we have been ready for a long time. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, city council members, Underwood family, mayor, we're gonna get some shovels and some dirt and literally break some ground.
2, 1, go.
Nice. Look at that.